Hello ladies and gentlemen, collectors and fellow lunatics. Okay, back in the last video I promised you something a little bit different. I like to spoil you, so different we've got. Way back, quite a while back now, I did a video on my PS4 Steelbook collection as it was at the time. Wasn't that large, so a lot of you may have seen that, and a lot of you may have seen the subsequent Steelbook pickups that I do every month or 2 months, whatever, but you've never seen them all together. Now, current count, I've got 129 PS4 Steelbooks and a few Xbox One Steelbooks to boot. So the plan today is to show you 129 PS4 Steelbooks in less than 20 minutes, and then I'll show you the Xbox ones at the end. Just to explain before we start, I've divided them into two sections. I've got the steel packs, which many of you know will be the ones with a hinge. You know, they're not proper steel books, but I like them anyway. So I just keep on collecting them because there's some lovely ones there, which I'll show you. And also I've tried to keep them roughly in alphabetical order. The ones that belong to collectors and limited editions I've removed obviously from those boxes, because obviously to start unpacking a collector's edition in front of you, it'll probably take 20 minutes to do one, let alone 129. So without any further ado, I think that's about all I need to say. We'll get cracking, and hope you enjoy it. So we're down and counting. Okay. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. These are all steel packs, by the way. Lovely one, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, which I showed you last time out. Lovely steelbook. That's the Borderlands, wasting time here, just Borderlands. Handsome collection anyway. This is very scarce. It comes with a expensive collector's edition, which I have, but you don't see those around very often. Okay. Evolve. This is from the limited edition. For Honor. That's the regular steelbook. Quite nice. Right, it's the For Honor Variant 1. Love these. Absolutely love them. This is Variant 2. These are the helmets from the characters I showed you on the first steelbook. And Variant 3. Quite scarce these now. You can find them, but finding all three of them is not an easy task at a decent price. Okay, Injustice 2. This was the one I showed you in the last pickups. That is actually, weirdly, this is a steel pack, whereas the other one I'm going to show you later is a steel book. So this is the day one, and it has a coin and some stuff inside of it. Okay, Mad Max, the Ripper edition. Then so I can show you properly. You very often see this around without the cover, so don't buy it because it's incomplete. It's my advice to you anyway. And we have, this is the one I showed you last time. This is the Mortal Kombat 11. You can't see it too well. Unfortunately, it's a dark day today, so I hope you can see these all right. See a better there. to the light. It's the London event edition. It doesn't have a disc in it, but it's got some very nice stuff inside, a coin and a metal plate, which is an invitation, which I showed you last time. This is Project Cars from the, turn it around this way so you can see it, not a very nice one, from the sort of collector's edition, limited edition. It says on there. Okay. This is the very horrible Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think this one comes out of the limited or collector's edition. I can't remember which, but it's pretty horrible. Okay, Shadow of Mordor. This is another one of these nice looking. You can see it's raised up there. That's that one. Right, this is the Shadow of War, Middle Earth Shadow of War Silver Edition. I could show you that. You want to see that, don't you? It's got the other part on the back there, but I'm only showing the front just purely as a time-saving device. I'm going to get more done in 20 minutes. It's Sword Art Online. Rivalry. That was given to me free. Otherwise, I probably would never have known of its existence. Quite frankly, I don't follow those type of games. I don't play them or anything. This is the Thief. Oh, some of these are swine to get out. Right, that's the Thief steel pack. Yeah, I'm sorry about these dark ones. If it was a sunny day, you'd be able to see them better. But right, this doesn't actually say anywhere on the box what it is, but I seem to remember it's XCOM 2. This one's quite scarce now. It was quite cheap at the time when I bought it, but it's become quite scarce. That's W2K16. Interesting. And the last of the steel packs is W2K17, the Suplex City Edition. That was all over the place for a few quid a while back, but it's become a bit more scarce now. Everybody must have bought them up. So that's your steel packs. We come on to the Steelbooks. Right, that's the Anthem. That's the Amazon exclusive. Haven't unpacked that one yet. And we have Attack on Titan 2, I think it is. Doesn't say on the spine, which is very useful. And we have Batman Arkham Knight, which came out of the collector's edition with a figurine. Quite nice. And then we have Battleborn. Never knew about this. I never knew there was a steelbook for Battleborn at all until I saw it online, and it's still the only copy I've ever seen. But the chap I bought it off shows me that it's a UK edition. So there you go, Battlefield 1. And that is the variant. I don't know what that came with, but it might have been a pre-order or something. But nice to have them both. Right, then we have Bloodborne. That one's from the collector's edition. I'll have to do a video showing you all the PS4 collector's editions I've got, actually, because although I don't collect them anymore, I've picked up a few that I really couldn't do without, either that or they've been very cheap. Having said that, I've just ordered the new Need for Speed, 100 quid. It's got a nice steelbook in it anyway. That's Blood Bowl. Okay, that's Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And then we have Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is the hardened edition, the steelbook from the hardened edition. You see this around quite a lot in places like Kex without the rest of it, just the steelbook. So I managed to get the whole the whole thing, fortunately. Right, and that's Black Ops 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Might be better if I tilted these round towards the window light, and then you can see them a bit better, because some of them are not very clear. And this is the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is the Atlas Limited Edition, and that's the steelbook you get with it. Once again, it's a steelbook that you see quite often on its own, without the rest of the gear, the art book and what have you. And that is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare steelbook. Pretty book standard. Right, now we have Dead Rising 4. Not bad. Seen worse. Right, and then we have the original Destiny game. That's from the collector's edition, well, the limited edition, I think it was, of Destiny. And then very similarly, they brought one out for the expansion, Taken King, which is very similar, which disappointed me somewhat. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. And then they did a triple dose of it by making Destiny 2 one very similar, which disappointed me even more. But there you go. I don't make them, I just collect them. But that was the better Destiny 2 steelbook that Amazon did. You can buy that on its own still, and it's not too expensive. And that's Deus Ex Mankind. I don't know whether that's the original pre-order or the variant, but I've got an Xbox One version I'll show you later on. Okay, and that's right. This is Days Gone. Now that's the regular steelbook, quite nice. And that is the steelbook from the collector's edition, which I was fortunate to pick up. You know, I said to you last time I did a video, pickup video, if you can get these ones from the collector's editions, they're the ones to go for if you can get them reasonably, because obviously all the collector's editions now are, you know, 70, 80, 100 quid, 200 quid, some of them. And that's the Dead or Alive, which I showed you last time. Yeah, Dead or Alive, that's Dead or Alive 6. Oops, we're in a bit of a mess over here. Right, okay, now that's Dirt Rally. That was quite expensive for a long time. It seems to be coming down to a more reasonable price now, but yeah, quite nice. I like to see steelbooks for racing games, because in the old days of PS3 you didn't get many. There was only two. There was only two steelbooks for PS3 racing games. That's Dirt Rally 2, which is not quite so nice, although the back cover is nice. Then we have Dishonored 2. I think that one comes from the collector's edition. You see a few of these flying around eBay. I don't know why people have separated them from the rest of the collector's edition, but it isn't a hard one to get. Right, that's Ether. That's one of these low budget things that's was originally a PSN game, but then they decided to bring the game out as a steelbook. I don't know, there's probably a regular edition of it as well, but it's very rare you see a PSN game get a steelbook. And that's Dynasty Warriors 9. I always get mixed up with these because there's so many of them. Dynasty Warriors 9, quite nice. And then we have Drive Club Special Edition. Slipcase, very nice as well. And then we have Doom from the collector's edition. That was 100 quid when it came out, but it soon went down in price. And that's a Don Bradman Cricket. Again, that was cheap when it came out, but has become more expensive of late, probably because it's obscure. Right, that's the normal Fallout 4 steelbook. and that's the one from the Pip-Boy Collector's Edition, or Limited Edition, whatever, Collector's I think it was, which I have. And we have Primal, so that one, Far Cry Primal, yeah. That again comes from a limited edition in a nice box. Right, now we start on the FIFAs, FIFA 15. That's 16, I think, FIFA 16. That's 16 variant. I know Game gave one of those away, I can't remember which one, and then the other one was obviously a regular edition. That's the 17 Ultimate Team, FIFA 17. And then that's FIFA 18, the Ronaldo edition. I think that was the only steelbook for 18. And then that was the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. I don't know if there were other editions apart from these Ultimate Teams, but I've never seen them. Right, that's F1 2015, the most horrible steelbook I've ever seen in my life. And that is 2016, which is the second most horrible steelbook I've seen in my life. Okay, can't win them all. F1 2017, which is a lot better, especially that. And then we have Final Fantasy Typo HD. Just give you a sight of that one. Okay, and then we have, there's a variant edition with the Amano cover, very nice too. And this one is the X2, Final Fantasy X2 limited edition. Once again, that was our friend Amano. And Final Fantasy 15, Amano again. And this is, what's this one? The special edition of 15, which you see all over the place. It's quite a common steelbook, that one, as I remember. And that's the Zodiac, sorry, that's Stormblood, final 14 Stormblood. I get mixed up with all these Final Fantasy games because I don't play them myself. It's quite a nice steelbook, that. I don't know if there's a jacket to that, but that's the, what's this one, the Zodiac Age, yeah. That artwork's the same as the jacket. Okay, and we've got Gran Turismo Sport, which came with the collector's edition. There is another version of that knocking about with a blue cover. I don't know where it's from, whether it's just a press kit or what have you, but I certainly would like to get it. That's Hitman Steelbook edition. And we have this is the Homefront 2, I think. I think that was the regular edition, and that was maybe the variant Homefront 2. And we have the Horizon Zero Dawn, that's the regular steelbook. And that is the one from the limited edition, which I like slightly more. That's the Injustice 2 proper steelbook. Okay. And that's Just Cause 4. And Killzone, which you see all over the place. Very common steelbook. Okay. Right, moving on. We have King of the Fighters 14. This is the Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens steelbook. There you go, it's a nice steelbook, that one. I like anything in gold. Marvel vs. Capcom, that's a very nice steelbook, that one, I really like that. That's glorious. That's Mass Effect Andromeda. Another one that's become quite uncommon now. That's the Metal Gear Solid 5. They used to be all over, and I think it's still quite common. That's the one out of the collector's edition with the big arm. You might have seen that one advertised. That's Metro Exodus. I showed you that last time I did one in the big, comes in the big metal box. I don't remember the title of this one. Oh, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Yeah, lovely one that. I bought the collector's edition just to have that, but it was cheap because there was no game in it. Right. Well, it's a long title. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy. I've got a feeling that should have some sort of plastic cover on it, but when you see something that you're not likely to see again for a while, I just buy them. NBA 2K18. Quite a common steelbook there. You can pick it up on Amazon for next to nothing. Right, Need for Speed Payback. I'm still not sure whether that's ever came out in the UK or whether it's a US or European mainland edition, but I thought, what the hell, I'll have it. The game's inside there anyway. Right, that's probably one of the most expensive steelbooks, apart from the Borderlands Handsome collection. That's been knocking on treble figures, that one. I'll show you that. But yes, that's always been pricey, as has the collector's edition. You know, Kuni 2, I think that comes from the collector's edition. If it does, I'm very pleased to have it because it's very nice. And No Man's Sky. That's from the limited edition. Right, I was a bit out in my estimate, I'm afraid, because I think we've just hit the 20-minute mark. Never mind. That's the Nuka World. That was one of the few, like the Destiny one I showed you earlier for Taken King, is one of the few where you got one for a DLC. Yeah, that'd be Fallout 4, I think it was, Nuka World. That's the Overwatch Origins edition. That comes from a collector's edition. Don't see that around very often. Right, then we have PES 2016 and PES 2017. That's the that's one of these is going to be a pest to get out. Right, that's the Barcelona edition, PES 2017. Okay, and then PES 2018. Right, I made a mistake here. I didn't get it out of the box. But seeing as though we're running over time anyway, I will get it out and show it to you. There you go, PES 2018. Put it back in the box later. Right, that's Prey. Came from a limited edition. And then we've got Project Cars 2 limited edition. I've actually just picked up the other version. There's two versions of this. One with a slightly lighter background and a different box. There's different writing on the back of it. But there's another limited edition that came out. This is from the collector's edition, by the way. And there's another limited edition that was just a limited edition, which I've just picked up, and I'll show you next time we do a pickups. That's Red Dead Redemption 2. Right, I remember the title of this one, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's a recent-ish recentish pickup. That's the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's a better looking steelbook, indeed. Okay, and we've got Sniper 3 Ghost Warrior. That's the Spider-Man. There's I found out that there's there's a variant of this with, I think, just that on and a red back, but I saw this one and it wasn't too expensive, so I decided to pick it up. I'm not sure if it's even US that one, UK that one. It might be US, but yeah, there was this one. That one is a long title: Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. Try saying that when you've had a couple. That's the Star Wars Battlefront. I think that was a pre-order bonus, that one. I can't remember. That's the Street Fighter 5 Steelbook. That's the Crew 2, which I picked up without the disc. That is a hard one to find, but obviously the prices vary on these things right now. I can never remember the title of any of these. This is the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. Okay, then we have the Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. Nice one, another one. It's cool. And then we have the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, which again is quite unusual. That's that one. And we're on the home straight now. Tekken 7, I showed you that in the last pickups. That is the Evil Within Us. The Evil Within 2. That's a very nice steelbook, actually. Kind of a faux 3D effect on that one. And then we have The Last Guardian, which, as I recall, is an absolute pain to get out of its box. Right, there we are. Last Guardian. I'm going to take it all the way out because it'll be a bugger to get back in. It's quite nice, actually. Then we have the Order. That one again is from a limited edition. Then we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, I think it is. Yeah. Another one came without the disc, and that's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Siege 6. That is Tower of Guns. That's another PSN game that was strangely brought out as a steelbook. But it's a first-person shooter, so I don't mind. And then we have, that's the Uncharted collection. Quite expensive now, that one. It's well over 70 quid. Uncharted 4. Everybody likes that steelbook, but I don't care for it. It's all a matter of personal opinion, isn't it? And then Until Dawn. That's quite a rare one. Well, not rare, but scarce. I don't know why, because it's absolutely horrible. I mean, what sort of steelbook's that? There's nothing to see, but it's not one of the most easy ones to find, quite honestly. Right, and this one will be W2K 15, I think that is. It's one of these G2 ones, I think they call them, the big boxes. Then that's W2K 19. I I think the other two I showed you must be the ones in between, or two of the ones in between. That's the Wipeout Mega Collection. Another one that's an absolute swine to get out of the box, but we made it. Show you that one because it's very nice. And it's got a very nice, what the original PlayStation games look like. Okay, and then we've got the last few, Wolfenstein, The New Order, another big one. Nice that. I like anything in red or gold. That's the new Colossus, the sequel. That was the regular Steelbook. And then we have the new Colossus, which comes out of the collector's edition with a figure, which I bought very cheaply. And that's the PlayStation 2 20th anniversary. You didn't get a game with that. It came with a code for PSN. You know, it was a voucher for 40 quid or something else. A voucher to apply, to join PSN. But they did a game did a deal on this way back, and that's when I bought it. Because it just so happened that my PSN was running out, so it was very timely. And I got the PSN subscription cheaply, and I got a PSN voucher a lot cheaper than I would have done, so I was quite pleased with that one. And then last but not least, this is not actually, I've left this till last because it's not actually, it's the Shining Residence Refrain Draconic Launch Edition. This is not a steelbook as such, it's one of those nice boxes which I like. Just a metal box that it comes in, but very nice artwork. So yeah, I thought we'd add that to the collection. Right, so that's it for the PS4 stuff, and we came in just under 30 minutes. So when you see the title on this one, it'll be 129 steelbooks in just under 30 minutes, even though I told you it would be 20. I figured I might do a dummy run to see how long it actually took me, but I thought, wow, where's the fun in that? So yeah, that was that, folks. Now while I'm at it, I might as well just show you these few Xbox One steelbooks that I have while we're on. That's the Too Dark. Is that the front? No, sorry, that's the front. There you go. Piggy on the front. So that was that one. This is not part of the time limit, by the way, in case there's anybody pedantic out there. So you took longer than 30 minutes. That was for just the PS4s. Right, this is the Agents of Mayhem, which I picked up for next to nothing, actually. It's got the game in as well, so I don't know why it was so cheap, but it was very, very cheap. Can't remember exactly how much. That's the Alien Isolation Evacuation Edition. Evac. Quite nice. I couldn't get the PS4 that cheap. That's the variant I showed you. Mankind Divided. That's the Xbox One edition of it. Xbox One Dirt 4. And again, couldn't find a cheap PS4 version, so decided to buy the Xbox One. These are the Forzas, which of course are Xbox One exclusives. That's Forza 5. Overly thrown. For some reason they didn't do a steelbook for Forza 6, which annoyed me intensely. But they did do a very, very nice one for Forza 7. Yes, why they didn't do one for Forza 6 is a bit of a mystery, because they did one for Forza Horizon 3, which is a very, very nice slider one. And also they did a very nice one for Forza 4, Horizon 4. yeah, so to not have the full set is aggravating to us collectors. That was the Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition. That's been a pricing game. I've seen it in every week I've gone in, about 70 quid, but I managed to pick up the Steelbook on its own for a lot less than that, about 10 hours less than that, I think. That's the Halo, what's this one? The Master Chief Collection. Again, of course, that's Bungie who do Destiny. That's Xbox One exclusive, and that's the Steelbooks for Halo 5. And then that is the Mortal Kombat X Steelbook for the Collector's Edition. That isn't a Steelbook, it's a steel pack. But not to worry, that's Quantum Break. And then we have Recore, which comes in one of the biggest collector's editions I've ever seen. The box is massive. You know, when you're limited to space, to have to find room for a box that size, and it's got a big figure in it. But that's one of my favourite Steelbooks, actually. I really like that. Show you the back of that. Yeah, that's in my top. It's in my top 5, 4 or 5 Steelbooks. That one, and then we have the Rise of the Tomb Raider, which just happens to be the Xbox One edition. So there you have it, folks. About 140 Steelbooks there I've shown you. Sorry I couldn't fit them into the 20 minutes, but that's the way life goes sometimes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I know Steelbooks are very popular and I aim to please. So, yeah, next time will probably be the next pickup video, because I've picked up quite a few game and film Steelbooks in September. So, yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.